following is a presentation of WGAA Sports.
Cedartown High School basketball.
He ducks it! Lays it up. Got it! Three-pointer try.
Yes! Cedartown wins!
It's time for Cedartown High School Bulldogs basketball right here on WGAA 106.1 FM and AM 1340. Broadcasting online at WGAAradio.com and streaming on the TuneIn Radio app and Facebook Live. And now, let's head down to courtside for today's action.
Lady Dawgs basketball, the Cedartown Bulldogs Sports Network, the Big AA. Try to get our screen unfrozen here, and we'll try to get you up and going here. Cedartown Lady Dawgs taking on the Cartersville Lady Canes here from CHS. Along with Sam Branch, Andrew Carter with you here from the Doghouse for this region matchup here at CHS. The starting five for the Lady Bulldogs today will be Asia Ware, Kinsley Boozer, Haven Barclay, and Camille Solomon, along with Anna Kate Bussey. For the Cartersville Purple Hurricanes, we'll get to them in just a moment. KK Arnold will be the starter. Zoe McCurry, as well as Tran Montgomery, Bailey Stanley, and Sinai Camper. Your starting five for the Cartersville Purple Hurricanes in Region 7 4A. Kind of a hectic start, but we are here, and we are ready to go here for this play-by-play action of Lady Dawgs basketball here on the Cedartown Bulldog Sports Network. And even though Sam just sat down, Sam, you got the play-by-play on this one, my friend.
Thank you, Andrew Carter. Asia Ware will go to the center circle for the Lady Dawgs, and we are underway as Cartersville will have it to open. It'll be number 4, Zoe McCurry with it. Comes to the right side. They'll go into the corner. Now they'll try to work back to the top of the key. Haven Barclay there with the steal. A shot up for Cartersville. No good. Rebound taken by Asia Ware. Ware will give it up to Camille Solomon. Solomon going to try to feed to Barclay. Barclay to Boozer. Boozer underneath. High off the window and good. And Cedartown is on the board. Lady Dawgs lead 2-0.
That's a good start by the Lady Bulldogs here against the Lady Canes, who is a very good team. We got a steal as here comes number 5 for Cedartown, Boozer.
Boozer off the glass again. That shot was no good. Cartersville comes away with the rebound. It'll be McCurry for the Lady Canes, top of the key. Now we'll work back near side. Cedartown on defense, guarding against this very good Cartersville basketball squad. Left side, top of the key. Now they'll go into the corner. Double team there, and a jump ball called as Camille Solomon would tie it up with Camper. And that'll be Cedartown basketball. So the Lady Dawgs with a chance to go down and put more points on the board here. 2-0 your score. Lady Dawgs lead. The inbounds will go to Asia Ware. Cartersville in a full court press. The Lady Dawgs will give it up to Camille Solomon, and it'll be Solomon that'll bring it across the timeline and into the front court for the Lady Dawgs. Working to the right side. Kinsley Boozer with it. Boozer goes to Barclay. Barclay near the center circle. Now they'll go right side. Bussey with it. Bussey feeds underneath to Solomon. The shot is up, and it is good. And the Lady Dawgs have a 4-0 lead over Cartersville here at home.
Cartersville 7-7 on the season. Didn't get a chance to mention that before we started the broadcast. They are right at 500. Lady Bulldogs looking to improve for their 5th win of the season.
McCurry with it, right side. They'll work it into the corner. Now back to the top of the key to Camper. Camper's going to go left side with it. They'll give it back to McCurry now on the opposite end of the floor. Now they'll work it back to the top of the key again. A 3 on the way from straightaway center. No good. Rebound taken underneath by Cartersville. And then a jump ball called, and this one will be in the direction of the Cartersville Lady Purple Hurricanes.
A little bit more on Cartersville. They are 7-7 overall, but they're 5-0 in region play.
This is a tough squad every single year. Near side, they'll cut to McCurry. That one's going to be out of bounds. Last touch by Cartersville. Cedartown basketball.
But you can thank Kinsley Boozer for deflecting that pass. It went awry, and we were able to get the turnover. And Cedartown, with a 4-0 lead, will take it down the floor. But then we have almost a turnover on this end. Picked back up by Solomon. Got to get it across, and we have timeout called by Coach Green. We'll take it with them with 5:58 to play here in the first period of play. Cedartown leads 4-0 early here on the Cedartown Bulldogs Sports Network.
Bradford's Drugstore on North Main Street in Cedartown is your locally owned and operated Good Neighbor Pharmacy. Bradford's accepts most prescription plans, and remember Bradford's for all of your gift and decor needs. Bradford's pharmacist takes time to get to know you, explain your medication, and answer any questions that you may have. Go by and see Bill Brewster and all the fine folks at Bradford's the next time you need a prescription filled. Also use their convenient drive-thru. Bradford's Drugstore, 500 North Main Street, Cedartown, 770-748-3100. And all the folks at Bradford say, go Dogs.
Let's get back to the Cedartown Bulldogs right here on the Big AA.
Kinsley Boozer with it into the front court out of the timeout for the Lady Dogs, right at the Bulldog logo. Cedartown with a 4-0 lead, and we turn it over. Cartersville in transition off the glass, and it is good. And the Purple Hurricanes are on the board thanks to number 1, KK Arnold. A steal at half court, and then a finish at the rim. Boozer again trying to work through the press, trying to get around Arnold. A good screen there set by Asia Ware. Boozer to the window. Oh, no good. Out of bounds.
Cedartown ball, I think.
Yep.
But what a great, that high ball screen, Sam, was to perfection. It left the lane wide open for Boozer to get down low and almost got 2 out of it.
Fantastic play there by Asia Ware, who tried to receive the inbound pass just off the fingertips. Cartersville with the ball in possession off the window and good. And just like that, we are tied. Camper with the basket for Cartersville. The inbounds will go to Barclay for the Lady Dogs. Haven working through the pressure, gets it into the front court, goes to Asia Ware. Far side, out of bounds, toe on the line. That'll get you every time.
It sure will. Unfortunate turnover out there for the Lady Bulldogs. Going to go back to Cartersville. Cedartown began this game on a 4-0 run, but Cartersville's had their own 4-0 run of their own, and they have tied it up 4-4 here in about 2.5 minutes here into this first period.
McCurry with it near side. They'll go into the corner. Cochran trying to work it underneath. Off the window, no good. Rebound taken by Boozer. Boozer gets called for the travel as she was trying to navigate the traffic.
But she got pushed by number 14 there for Cartersville, Zoe Shinnett there, and it was not called there by the official. Coach Green was just shouting for that, and that was the reason why she took the extra step, and no call on that foul.
Inbound goes to McCurry. McCurry, left side. Arnold trying to work it down to the elbow. They pass it out of bounds. They were trying to go to the corner to Cothran. The pass was just too high from Shinlett, and it will be Cedartown basketball.
Sam, you've got to be impressed by how Cedartown has done so far. I mean, yes, it is early, but the Lady Dogs have been able to force some turnovers. We're kind of outmatched down low with the height of Shinette, but the Lady Dogs have been able to kind of go away. Shinette just lost one of their players lost their shoe for Cartersville.
Asia Ware with it on the baseline in the other end, and then off the hand of Camille Solomon out of bounds, and an unfortunate turnover for Cedartown as we had a chance with a player basically playing
with one foot.
Yeah, one flat tire there.
Yeah.
But instead, it'll be Cartersville basketball. We've got a sub coming in for the Lady Dogs. It's Charlie Todd will check in for Anna Kate Bussey.
Well, that's one thing that we got to do better at, Sam, is those unforced turnovers like that. They can kill you.
Curry with it, top of the key, now working to the left side. They go outside to number 10, Stanley. Stanley's going to try to drive the paint, and we've got a foul called against the Lady Dogs, and this one will be against Charlie Todd.
You know, they're going to call that foul there, but again, I have to go back to that missed call there on Boozer. He was fouled from behind, but they get that one. First foul of the game.
McCurry's going to launch a 3 off the inbound. That was going to be no good. Asia Ware comes down with the rebound, and then we've got a foul called against Cartersville.
I think they got number 14 there, Sinette. That'll be her first, and first for Cartersville.
Bussey will trigger from the baseline. Going to get it in to Haven Barclay. Barclay's going to push it up the floor quickly. Over the timeline. Going to work from right to left. Oh, tried to go to Boozer with it, and we were just rushing. That one's out of bounds. And again, another turnover by the Lady Dogs, and it'll be Cartersville basketball.
Man coverage is tough to break. Cartersville's really kind of crashing into that as they head down. I mean, even on the inbounds pass, they're just covering us man-to-man, and it's been tough to get around that.
4-4 still your score, coming up on 4 minutes left to play in the first period. Shot there by Cartersville, no good. Rebound taken by Purple Hurricanes. They bounce it outside to KK Arnold. She loses it in the lane. Picked up by Haven Barclay.
Bussey.
Good defense by the Lady Dogs. Yep,
Bussey was able to swat it away, Sam.
Absolutely. Barclay brings it down the floor. It's going to go baseline, gives it up to Bussey, outside to Solomon. Solomon with three-point range is going to be short, and the rebound is taken by Cartersville.
Solomon had a good high ball screen there, but unfortunately we just couldn't get it to go.
Outside, top of the key, left side now to Arnold. Arnold going to work around Solomon. Now they'll come back to the top of the key. Right of the lane, in the paint, off the glass and good. Cartersville with their first lead of the night, and it comes with just under 3.5 minutes left to play in the first period. 6-4 is your score. Boozer off the inbound, still trying to work through the press. Arnold in the backcourt. Now we get it in the front court, and we took a Texas two-step with it. And we have gone 4 possessions and only got off 1 shot in the last 4 possessions. The other 3 unforced turnovers.
Yeah, like I said, those will kill you right there. We've done a pretty good job of getting around their defense, but then when we try to get it, we've passed it away a few times. We've taken an extra step a few times. That'll kill you. That's what's happened here.
Into the corner. They'll come back top of the key, right side. Now they'll work near side corner, off the wing, back to the left side, left of the key. Now they'll go into the corner once again. Cartersville just circling the perimeter. Near side. They're going to fire 3. No good. Taps out of bounds, knocked away by Cartersville. Cedartown basketball. So the Lady Dogs will get it back.
Boozer's going to take a rest as Haven Barclay is back in.
Just under 3 minutes left to play. 6-4 still your score. The inbounds pass will go to Haven Barclay. Barclay will bring it down the floor for the Lady Dogs. Working near side, now goes back to right. Center of the court, high ball screen by Solomon. Now to the right side they go to Ware. Asia Ware with it, well off the perimeter. Now comes back to Solomon. Solomon with it. Going to go right side again to Ware. Ware working off the wing, trying to work around McCurry. Drives baseline, and we've got a charge called against Asia Ware.
I don't think I saw the same thing the official saw. If anything, Ware was losing her balance there, and that's what was called.
So McCurry will bring it down the floor for the Cartersville squad. Now they'll go into the paint. Little mid-range jump shot, no good. Rebound, no good. Well, the rebound and the putback, I should say, was no good. And then we've got a rebound and a foul called against the Lady Dogs.
I think they're going to get Bussey. We'll see. Yeah, it'll be Anna Kate Bussey on her first.
Well, the safe bet is if one of the girls that has a 4 in their number for Cedartown is on the floor, the officials for some reason go after those 2. So there's your foul. First free throw attempt on the way, just off the front of the rim. No good there from Zoe Chanette.
Kinsley Boozer's going to check back in as Camille Solomon will head to the bench. Another sub for Cartersville checking in as well.
Second free throw attempt on the way. That one also no good. Rebound taken by Kinsley Boozer. Crashing the board and the lane very well there as Boozer comes away with the board. Gives it up to Mariah Westmoreland. Now they'll come to Barclay. Barclay with it. Right side they go to Ware. Asia Ware working off at the perimeter, far side. Now they come near side into Boozer. She's going to step into a 3. That one is short. Rebound taken by Cartersville.
Three-point shooting just hasn't been on par here today. Lady Dogs have had a few chances, but really neither side has had a good 3.
Baseline drive by Cartersville, no good, knocked away by Barclay. Now there's a scrum on the floor for it, and it is going to be a jump ball called in favor of the Lady Dogs. Mariah Westmoreland tying it up with Jada Cothran for Cartersville.
I've been real impressed with Mariah Westmoreland this whole season. She's done a good job on defense. She's had a few big shots. She's a great athlete, great softball player, great basketball player.
To make the correlation between softball and basketball, if there's such thing as a utility basketball player,
that's her.
She's it.
That's her. 5 seconds called. We weren't able to get somebody open as Cartersville was just playing the man to coverage. Nobody was open for the shot. Cartersville's going to get the ball with 1:48 to play here in the first period.
Coach Green a little upset there. I think that was a quick 5 seconds. The inbounds will come from Cartersville. The shot off the inbounds is good. And Cartersville now has a 4-point lead, 8-4, with coming up on 1.5 minutes left to play, out of bounds. And Haven Barclay is wanting a foul. No foul called. It will stay Cedartown basketball. So the Lady Dogs with another chance to inbound it. It'll come from Anna Kate Bussey on the baseline. And the clock is running. And the official has stopped at the scorer's table.
I guess the button got stuck.
We've had a lot of buttons sticking. Button stuck, clock's not working. But now we're ready to go back to work. Bussey's going to inbound to Boozer. Boozer will try to work through the full court press. Boozer going around Arnold, right side into the front court. So we make the timeline. Now we just got to work it down low. A steal there, though, by Arnold. Almost has it knocked away. Has to come to the right side. It's Cothran with it. Working off the perimeter. Now they'll go left side. They're going to fire a three. And that one is going to be no good from Camper. And it's going to be out of bounds. Last touch by Cartersville. Cedartown basketball.
I'll tell you, I thought Bussey might have been fouled as she was going for that rebound there. It was some pretty good contact. Charlie Todd will do the chores on the inbounds pass with 1:08 to go here in the first.
Todd will come in for Bussey, and Todd will get it into Solomon. Solomon trying to work through the press, and she's across the timeline far side. They go to Barclay with it. That one off of her shoe tops, tried to go back to Solomon, and another possession away, but then Cartersville steps on the opposite baseline, and it is going to be out of bounds, and it will be Cedartown basketball.
That's extremely fortunate there for the Lady Bulldogs, who had already turned the ball over.
Inbounds will go to Barclay. Barclay, the catch and release three, no good. Rebound taken by Solomon. Solomon over to Ware. Asia Ware with it, trying to work around to the left side. She does so. She gets it to Charlie Todd. Todd now is going to go top side. Barclay with it between the circles. Now working to her right. She goes to Ware. Ware trying to work around, and we've got another. Oh, and we got a travel call that time. And Ware better be careful because she almost spiked it there. And you've got to be careful there.
We saw that called against Rockmart. Yep, on a frustration spike of the basketball after a turnover occurred. And the officials are not afraid to call that.
Arnold, right side, almost out of bounds. They'll go back to Arnold with it, top of the key, left side now. Arnold from straight away. The handoff will go to Cothran. Cothran's going to try to work to the middle of the lane, and that was knocked away by Haven Barclay, and then off the hands of Camper as it goes out of bounds, and it'll be Cedartown basketball.
Sam, that's been a couple of bright spots for this Lady Dogs team here so far. We've been able to kind of deflect some passes away, got away with getting a possession out of it this time, and the Lady Dogs will have the inbounds pass with 19 seconds to go in the first, trailing 8-4 to Cartersville.
The inbounds will come from Charlie Todd right in front of the Cedartown bench. And she goes to Barclay. Barclay all by herself off the left side. Layup is good. Excellent inbounds play, heads up play by Charlie Todd. Way to finish at the basket by Cedartown senior leader in Haven Barclay. The jumper is no good from the near side. Mariah Westmoreland secures the rebound, then turns it over, and then gets it right back. We won't get a chance at a shot, but we keep Cartersville from trying to add to it. 8-6 is your score. Cedartown trails. We'll go to the second period. We'll be back after this break here on the Cedartown Bulldogs Sports Network, the Big Double A.
Rocky and Patty Tillery, two Cedartown High School graduates, and they stayed right here in the county and went into business. They employ right at 100 people, and they've been doing that for a long time. Most of their work is from out of the county, but they want to push our youngsters here, no matter what they're doing, Little League, Pony League, high school baseball, basketball, football, and soccer, and that's Polk County Public Service. They appreciate serving you.
Livewire Surplus. Stop in today at 546 North Main Street. New items are arriving all the time. At Livewire, they have unbelievable deals on lawnmowers, weed eaters, and leaf blowers. But that's not all. How about your patio? Livewire has top-of-the-line grills, patio tables and chairs, fire pits, and so much more. All fresh off the truck, brand new, still packaged, and priced to sell. Livewire Surplus, 678-861-5021. Take your truck. You're going to need it to load up on the savings.
Let's get back to the Cedartown Bulldogs right here on the Big Double A.
We are back as we head to the second period of play. Cedartown holding on with Cartersville 8-6 in the girls varsity matchup. This Cartersville team undefeated in region play. Lady Dogs playing them well. Cartersville will have the ball to start this second period on top of the Lady Dogs 8-6 here at the Doghouse.
Boozer, Barclay, Todd, Westmoreland, and Solomon on the court to start this second 8 minutes. Cartersville quickly goes to the elbow. Now they'll come baseline. Now they'll come near side from the corner. A three on the way. No good. Rebound taken by Cartersville. They'll go back outside. Another three on the way. This one's well short. And then Mariah Westmoreland getting the save for Cedartown. Nope, and it is going to be out of bounds. I was going to say the official initially indicated Cedartown basketball, but
I thought we got a gift of a...
I thought we did.
Yeah.
I thought it was a late Christmas present. McCurry off the inbound. Now they'll work it down low, back outside, top of the key. Now they'll come back to McCurry. Off the right wing, a three on the way, hand in the way there by Barclay, but she gets her own rebound, and they'll go back outside with it. So 2 offensive boards already for Cartersville. And then a travel call as number 10, Bailey Stanley, took off with it. And that came right in front of the Cedartown bench, so Cedartown will inbound from the baseline. We get it in to Barclay. Barclay's going to work up the far side. Now she's going to come back to her left, and now back right across the timeline, switching lanes again to the left side, looking for some help. Boozer comes to her, but then it's out of bounds off of a Cartersville player as they were trying to go for the handoff to Boozer. And it looks like Bussey is going to check in, and Todd is going to come out. So some good, strong minutes there from Charlie Todd as Bussey, the starter, will head back in. They'll get it into Camille Solomon into the backcourt. Solomon across the timeline into the front court for the Lady Dogs, right side. Trying for some help, lost possession, regained it. It was knocked away by Cartersville, so no backcourt. But then we lose it out of bounds, and that is off of Cedartown. Cartersville basketball.
Yeah. Solomon just bounced it off her foot, and it rolled out.
This is a very good defensive Cartersville team, and tonight, so far, the Lady Dogs are matching them defensively. And another turnover there from Cartersville. A travel call. That is not something that you are used to seeing out of this Cartersville squad. Bussey will inbound.
One thing we are getting used to is this press on the inbounds passing.
And Boozer is trapped in the corner, trying to dribble out of traffic. She's going to have to hustle. She gets out of traffic, but she's got to go, and they're going to call her for the palm, and another turnover by the Lady Dogs. She did not have a whole lot of help, and she certainly needed it after she was trapped in the corner. The inbounds will come from Cartersville. They'll get it into their own front court. McCurry, top of the key, working to the right side. Now they'll go left side to KK Arnold. Arnold back to McCurry. McCurry back to Arnold. Arnold going to drive the elbow into the paint. Now outside, the kick out into the corner. Now they're going to drive, and knocked away by Boozer. Boozer is fouled as she was taking off to head it into the front court for the Lady Dogs. The foul is going to be called against number 1, KK Arnold.
First foul of this period for either team.
Asia Ware checking back into the game for the Lady Dogs as Bussey comes out. Asia will inbound from right in front of the Cedartown bench. And now we're going to go to Barclay. Barclay with it will bring it into the front court for the Lady Dogs. Working on the far side, now comes near side to Westmoreland. Westmoreland's going to put it on the floor and drive. Picks up her dribble, gives to Boozer. Boozer with it, now back to Westmoreland. Westmoreland off the far side wing will come back to her left. Back to the middle of the floor, right side to Ware. Ware with it now, going to work off the wing. Thought about a three, has to pull it down and go to Boozer. Boozer goes around the defender, drives, contact on the ball or a block shot, but then contact, the putback, it's good, and the foul. So a partially blocked shot. Boozer got her own rebound, put it back up, draws the contact, the basket is good.
That's just good. That's a good job there by the sophomore Boozer in traffic, doing what we know she can do under the basket. That free throw is up. It rolls out no good. The game will stay tied, and Cartersville gets the board.
So here come the Hurricanes. McCurry with it after a chance for the Lady Dogs to take the lead. Left side to Arnold. Arnold with the top of the key. Kick over to the right side. Cothran. Now they'll work it back into the corner. McCurry driving off the baseline, underneath, off the window, no good. Rebound, and the putback, and it is good. So the basket is good from Shinlett there from Cartersville. And she's a head taller than anybody we've got on the floor right now. Did you see who they got the foul on?
It was on Westmoreland.
Free throw attempt is up, and it is no good. Offensive rebound taken there by McCurry. Outside. Now Cartersville will work it near side. Arnold with it. She's going to drive. Top of the key. A three on the way from Cothran, and that one is good. And just like that, Cartersville opens up a 5-point lead. Timeout on the floor. We'll take it with them. We'll be back after this break here on the Cedartown Bulldogs Sports Network.
Cedar Valley Golf Course has been the place to play golf in Cedartown and Polk County for 100 years. Locally owned and operated since 1924, Cedar Valley Golf Course offers 18 holes of some of the most beautiful fairways and greens in the area. Cedar Valley Golf Course is a proud supporter of the Cedartown High School Bulldogs and the greater Cedartown and Polk County region. Call today for tee time, 770-748-9671. Located just south of Cedartown at 1811 Buckhannon Highway. Cedartown's original golf course, celebrating 100 years. Cedar Valley Golf Course.
Timeout.
All right. Remember, we're a team that plays together. Listen, the winning will take care of itself. We just have to get everyone involved.
In interscholastic sports, we celebrate what makes every one of us unique. And in the pursuit of a common goal, everyone in the huddle, in the bleachers, and in the community comes together. This message presented by the GHSA and the Georgia Athletic Directors Association.
Let's get back to the Cedartown Bulldogs right here on the Big AA.
Cedartown inbounds it out of the timeout. Camille Solomon with it, quickly pushing it up the floor, down to the right side to Ware. Ware gets called for the travel again. She thought about stepping into the three, and then the feet got ahead of the hands, and another turnover for the Cedartown Lady Dogs. Both offenses struggling here early. Both defenses also playing extremely well. Right side. Now they'll work it into the court. Shinlett feeds underneath to Cothran. Kick out to McCurry. McCurry to Arnold. Arnold's going to fire a three. That one is no good. Tipped away. Arnold with the rebound. Shinlett with it. The foul and the basket. That is going to be Mariah Westmoreland's second foul and the second trip to the free throw line for Shinlett in about a minute and a half.
So Mariah will go to the bench after that second foul committed. And Kate Bussey is back out there. 15-8. No good on the free throw. Rebound by Haven Barclay.
Barclay will push it up the floor for the Lady Dogs across the Cedartown logo, working to the left side. They'll give to Solomon. Solomon to Boozer. Boozer right side, working off the wing. Now going to go back around Arnold. Right side, trying to drive the floater. It was long, no good, and the rebound was taken by Cartersville. The Hurricanes pushing it up quickly, lose it in transition, and it's going to be another chance for Boozer. She was pushed, no call, and now we'll get a call at the rim. I'll take that one because that's a shooting foul, and we'll send Boozer, who is typically very good from the strike,
we'll most definitely take that foul. Credit the turnover to Haven Barclay, who again got her hands out there on a pass, knocked it awry, and we get the benefit of the turnover and maybe some points here.
Foul was called on number 10, Bailey Stanley for Cartersville, as Kinsley comes set. First free throw attempt on the way from Boozer is money. 15-9 your score. 4:53 left to play here in the first half. Cedartown trails the Cartersville Purple Hurricanes. Tuesday night high school hoops here on the Big AA. Sam Branch alongside Andrew Carter. Thank you for joining us. Second one on the way from Boozer. That one is no good. Rebound taken by Cartersville. McCurry with it. Going to push it up the floor. Left side, Arnold was all by herself underneath, and the basket is good. And just like that, Cartersville answers. Score now 17-9. Asia Ware with it, trying to dribble out of traffic, runs into trouble, turnover, and then a foul call. Ware tying it up. 3-on-3.
Asia's just having a frustrating night on all facets. The turnover she's had, and then of course that foul after the ball was knocked loose. She was trying to get to it, was fighting tooth and nail, but a little too aggressive there and got the call on the foul.
Arnold with it, pass outside. Cothran, travel, not called. They'll kick it back outside. Left side is Arnold. Arnold's going to try to drive, and another foul called on Asia Ware. And that one was, I hate to say it.
Yeah.
That one was well called.
That's 4 on Cedartown in this period. Mariah Westmoreland's going to give Asia Ware a little bit of a break. Maybe she can cool off a little bit on the bench. She's definitely frustrated.
Inbounds goes to Shinlett. Top of the key now is Arnold. Arnold going to work right back to the left side. McCurry with it. A three-pointer attempt on the way. No good. Rebound taken by Kinsley Booth. No, lost it. Cartersville comes away with it. Arnold to Shinlett. Loose ball. We're on the floor with it. Camille Solomon comes away with it, and now we've got a jump ball called. Shinlett able to keep one hand on it as Solomon was trying to get the ball away from her, but also trying not to get called for the travel with the roll. But it'll be Cedartown basketball. And we're going to put all 5 on the line and then send Anna Kate Bussey to send it in.
I like this. I like this a lot.
Solomon off the inbound, quickly into the front court. Working from the logo, left side now is Westmoreland. She's going to drive the paint, kick out, a 3 on the way from Barclay. Oh, I thought it was money. Rebound Bussey, the putback, it's no good. Rebound Shinlett, the Cartersville Purple Hurricanes, and we've got a foul on Bussey.
Yep.
Got to let her go.
Well, Bussey, she hugged her from behind, and that was definitely a foul. So Bussey's going to come out, and Charlie Todd will replace her.
On those, you just got to let her go.
You got to let it go.
Because you're going to get called on it every time because you're in a bad position and you're making a bad move underneath the basket, and the official is right there. And that'll send Cartersville to the free throw line to shoot 2. So a quick break in the action as Shinlet will head to the free throw line to shoot 2.
By the way, a change in schedule this week. The first free throw is no good. The game at Southeast Whitfield on Friday has been moved to Thursday night, same time, but a day earlier due to the winter weather expected on Friday.
Second one on the way. Good. That's the first one that she's hit for the free throw line, and that makes it a 9-point game, 18-9 your score, as we are just under 4 minutes left to play. Barclay's going to bring it down, has it knocked away by McCurry. McCurry quickly in transition, now back into the front court for the Hurricanes. Going to work left side, knocked away by Boozer. Loose ball picked up by Cartersville.
We're getting our hands on passes, Sam.
Working down low, they kick it back outside to McCurry. A 3 on the way, and it's money. 21-9 your score. Cartersville opening it up in this second period of play, outscoring the Lady Dogs 13-3 so far. Boozer into the front court, working far sideline. Cedartown working from right to left on your radio dial. Barclay with it. Far side wing. Has it knocked away by McCurry, but it goes straight to Camille Solomon. Solomon gives it to Boozer. Boozer with it from between the circles. Left side now is Westmoreland. Westmoreland working off the wing near side. Now they're going to go to Barclay. Barclay's going to go to the right side to Boozer. Boozer's going to drive baseline. Has to back it out. And she gets called for the travel, and she did.
Yeah, we were feeling the crunch on the shot clock right there, and unfortunately, we turned the ball over again on a play like that, as Miracle Pace is going to check into the game. She'll check in for Barclay. 21-9, 2 minutes and 48 seconds to go in this first half.
The inbounds will go to number 5, Montgomery, for Cartersville. She'll bring it down the floor. Top of the key, going to work to the right side. They're giving it up to Camper. Camper goes top of the key. Now it's Pace. Pace, she's going to try to drive the kick out. Now they're going to drive in the lane, and we got a foul called as number 10, Stanley, was trying to take it to the rim. We'll wait for the call from the official. And it's going to be against Miracle Pace. That'll be her first.
Fresh into the game, gets her first foul.
That'll send Bailey Stanley to the charity stripe. First free throw attempt on the way is good. 22-9 now your score. Just over 2.5 minutes left to play. And Barclay comes back in as Boozer comes out. On the way. Good. 23-9 your score. Todd checks it into Westmoreland. Westmoreland's going to give it right back to Todd. Todd's going to bring it up the floor. Now she'll give to Barclay. Barclay with it, going to bring it across the timeline for the Lady Dogs. Left side, loses it for a moment, regains it. A lot of contact, and we've got a foul called against Haven Barclay.
Of course.
Again, well,
and
I hate to say it.
It was a foul, but I thought there could have been one called before that.
Well, there could have been, and that's why you saw Haven make that reaction.
Yeah, and what happened was Haven bumped elbow, and for some reason they're inbounding it instead of doing a shot at the line. But we'll take it.
Yep. Number 5, Montgomery with it, left side. Now they're going to go to number 24, Williams. Williams back to Montgomery. Montgomery going to try to work into the corner. Now they'll kick it back out, top of the key. Camper back into the corner to Montgomery. And a turnover, a steal by Haven Barclay, and then it is knocked away and off of Barclay as she tried to get it back out of bounds. Once again, Cartersville basketball. Under 2 to play, 23-9 your score. Cartersville opening this one up here in this second period of play. Lady Dogs trying to bounce back, close out the second period as strong as they can. Left side, Stanley now into the corner. It'll be number 24, Williams. They'll go to Stanley. Now back outside to Pace. Pace is going to try to drive the paint. That one's knocked away. Rebound taken by Cartersville. The putback, it's up and no good. They'll kick it outside. Another offensive board for Cartersville. Now they'll come back outside.
Skated around the out-of-bounds line.
Camper to Pace. And now we're just getting lazy.
Yeah, she was wide open right there, and the foul right there is kind of unnecessary. But count the basket, 25-9.
You cannot do that.
Foul was called on, I believe,
Charlie
Todd. And the and one is no good. Rebound taken by Cartersville, but she travels immediately after she gets to it. We didn't attempt to rebound on that shot, and I don't understand why. But now Cartersville's going to back into that full court press.
And you don't blame them.
They sense blood in the water.
Yep, so keep the hammer down. That one's knocked away by Pace. Todd was trying to get it into Westmoreland, so Cedartown will get the ball back. Another chance at the inbound. It'll come right in front of the Lady Dogs bench. Todd will handle the responsibilities. Got to get it in. Got to get it into somebody. She feeds it to Solomon, and that's a hope and a prayer, and it worked this time. Boozer with it to the right side. She's going to back away now. Working off the perimeter, she goes to Westmoreland. Westmoreland with it. The handoff back to Boozer. Boozer from between the circles. Now to the right side. She's going to go to Westmoreland. Off the far side wing. And we've got a foul called away from the ball, and it's going to be against Cartersville. It'll be number 3, Pace.
You're talking about the inbounds pass kind of living on a prayer a little bit. Sometimes, though, you got to do that because, I mean, if you don't, you're going to turn the ball over anyway.
It's like a 50-50 ball that quarterback throws a receiver in football. You've got to try it.
Yep.
I agree. Inbounds will go to Anna Kate Bussey. Bussey goes to Boozer. Boozer back to Solomon. Solomon's going to fire a 3. That one's going to be short. And then Barclay is fouled underneath as she went for the rebound.
That should be 5 on Cedartown, or 5 against Cedartown here. The foul will be called on number 10 for the Lady Canes, Bailey Stanley.
Yep.
That will be 5, and that should send us to the free throw line. 1 minute and 4 seconds officially left here in the first period, or the first half, I should say. Haven Barclay, the senior, to the stripe.
First one on the way from the Dartmouth commit is good. That is our first points in quite some time, only the 4th point in this second period of play, and it comes with just over 1 minute left. 25-10 your score. Cedartown trails by 15. Second one on the way from Barclay, no good. That one is knocked away. Bussey was going after it along with Pace, and it's going to be off of Pace, so it'll be Cedartown basketball as Todd is going to check back into the game.
Good job there by Bussey to pursue that.
The inbounds will come from Charlie Todd. Todd will get it into Westmoreland. Westmoreland working off near side. Now they'll go to Barclay. Barclay just from inside the logo. Wants to go to the right side. She's covered well. Good defense by Cartersville, and they're going to get her for the travel. Really good defensive stand there by Cartersville, and Barclay just could not get it out of it.
Well, they had us trapped. They had our backs up against the half-court stripe.
And
there was nowhere to go.
Yeah, and Henderson was sticking to Barclay like glue.
Yep.
It'll be Arnold with it, near side now. They'll go to number 12, Camper. Camper goes back to the left side to Henderson. Now they'll try to get it to Pace, and it's going to be knocked away. It'll be Cedartown basketball.
Again, you can thank Haven Barclay there screening that pass. She may or may not have gotten a hand on it, but either way, it forces a turnover.
Todd, the inbound, she'll go to Barclay. Barclay in the front court, one-on-one. Barclay will split the defender, and a big foul there by Cartersville.
Man, slapped down to the floor.
It'll be against number 24, Williams. So Atlanta Williams called for her first foul. Atlanta Mitchell was from Rockmart.
Yeah, wrong team. I'm still kind of steamed about that Rockmart Lady Dogs game.
First one on the way from Barclay. No good. Short. Haven will reset here. Your score still 25-10, the same score it was the last time Barclay was at the stripe. Second free throw attempt on the way.
Lane violation.
Yep.
On Cartersville, so
yep.
Barclay will have another chance. I think number 3, Pace, was the guilty party.
I think you are right, my friend. So Barclay will come set again. Free throw attempt up. Good. We make it count. 25-11 is your score. And we have another inadvertent buzzer, I believe. The inbounds will go to Cartersville. Pace with it, left side. Cedartown pressing. Pace with it. Now they're going to get an open Henderson in the front court. So Cartersville breaks the timeline, but then the travel called. Good defensive stand there by Charlie Todd. Forced Henderson to take that step before she went for the pass. And so Cedartown will force the turnover this time. Todd will inbound from the baseline. Trying to get somebody, gets it to Barclay. Barclay was headed one way, the pass was the other, but Barclay is there to clean it up. Goes to Todd. Todd right back to Barclay. Barclay will break the timeline into the front court right at the Bulldog logo. Under 20 seconds to play. Westmoreland with it. Near side wing, they try to go to Boozer. It's taken away by Arnold. Pace with it. Now a steal by Charlie Todd. Now a kick ball. Now picked up by Cartersville. Arnold with it. She's going to go ahead. A snowbirder. Now back outside from just inside the arc, and that one is good from number 12, Camper. And that's how the first half will come to a close here at the Doghouse. Cartersville 27, Cedartown 11. We'll head to the halftime. We'll take a 2-minute break. We'll come back and talk about the first half of play, look ahead at the second half, and preview the boys matchup. This is Cedartown High School basketball here on the Cedartown Bulldog Sports Network, the Big Double A.
Make the right play. Go to Peach State Ford in Cedartown today.
Rush to Peach State Ford in Cedartown. Peach State Ford has a championship lineup of new and pre-owned vehicles. Peach State Ford is now open in your backyard.
Peach State Ford is proud to be part of your local community. Whether you're waiting for your vehicle to get serviced, picking up a part for your vehicle, or stopping by to check out a new vehicle for yourself, Peach State Ford offers a wide range of amenities to enhance your experience. Peach State Ford in Cedartown, 2076 Rockmart Highway, 770-748-3673.
Cedartown Automotive is your one-stop for all your automotive needs. For oil changes, new tires, or tire repair, brake work, tune-ups, air conditioner service, or repair, think of Cedartown Automotive. Cedartown Automotive is a longtime supporter of Cedartown High School athletics here on WGAA. Cedartown Automotive on East Avenue in Cedartown. Give them a call today at 770-749-5040 or stop by their beautiful location for fast and friendly service. And all the folks at Cedartown Automotive say, go Dogs!
Looking for a good used vehicle? Don't go out of town. Come see the folks at Dingler Motor Company, 526 North Main Street. Bad credit, no problem. Dingler Motor Company can get you back on the road in no time with their in-house financing. Top quality pre-owned late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Stop by and check out their wide selection at 526 North Main Street across from Livewire Surplus. Call them at 770-748-0906. Search them on Facebook at Dingler Motor Co. That's Dingler Motor Company.
Have you been to Croker's Hardware and Supply lately? Croker's is the place to find everything you need, from boots to fencing, from plumbing supplies to wood and gas stove fittings, everything, even paint and flooring. Whether you're building or repairing, everything you need is right here at Croker's Hardware on East Avenue. Name brands galore right here in your back door. Orca and Yeti coolers and tumblers, case knives, native eyewear, buck stove grills, and more. At Croker's, you can find everything.
Go by and see the friendly staff there at 1192 Rockmart Highway. That's Croker's Hardware in Cedartown.
Let's get back to the Cedartown Bulldogs right here on the Big Double A.
Welcome back to Cedartown High School, the Doghouse. Lady Dogs trail at 27-11 to the Cartersville Canes. Both teams kind of slow to start. Cedartown was able to kind of get a little bit going, but Cartersville really got it going in the second period of play. It was really a defensive struggle in the first. Cartersville able to break out, taking advantage of a few Cedartown mistakes. One thing, Sam, that I think we talked about at kind of ad nauseum in that first half, the turnovers were a big problem, but you can thank Cartersville's defense for some of those, but several of them were kind of unforced turnovers. Lady Dogs got to do a better job if they want a chance to come back and get close in this one. The score being 27-11, Cartersville on top of Cedartown here in the halftime of this region matchup.
Yeah, you're right. Cedartown was able to stick with them in that first quarter. At the end of the first 8 minutes, it was 8-6. Cedartown was playing good defensive stands. They had turned the ball over some, but both teams were struggling offensively at that point. And both teams were playing well defensively. But then in that second period of play, that second 8 minutes, Cartersville just figured some things out offensively. And unfortunately, Cedartown did not figure out those things offensively and was continuing to, unforced turnovers, some forced turnovers in there, some bad passes, some travels with the ball, just not what you expect and not what you want and not what you are able to get away with when you're playing a team that's, in the shape that Cartersville is. They are, as you said, they are 5-0 in region play so far, and just a really, really tough squad and a team that can shoot the ball well. And we saw them shoot the ball well in that second period. Cartersville outscored Cedartown 19-5 in the second period. But some things that Cedartown can improve on is we know that, if you take that first 8 minutes, you say, look, we can stick with them. Look at that first period. Look what we were able to do defensively, and look at what they were able to accomplish. Very little against when we were playing, the good defensive stands like we had. But shifting gears, we've got to do better offensively. We've got to get some passes off that are better. We've got to complete some offensive possessions that end in points. We've got to draw the clock out a little bit, and we're just not doing that. We're having very, very few offensive possessions that are going correctly for us right now. And, of course, that's why there's only 11 points on the board. But some things so far, I think, to look at, scoring-wise, we'll give you the halftime scoring summary. Kinsley Boozer leading the scoring effort for Cedartown. She had 5 points on the night so far with 3 rebounds. Haven Barclay with 4 points. Camille Solomon with 2 points. And rebounding has really been an issue as well. Cartersville out rebounding Cedartown 15-10. A lot of those rebounds for Cartersville have been offensive rebounds. 10 offensive rebounds so far for Cartersville, which was resulting in some second chance points. And again, that adds to the deficit that you put yourself in when you're just not able to rebound the ball efficiently, especially against a team that has, Shinlet that's extremely tall for Cartersville and can get those offensive boards for those second chance points.
We were able to kind of control her early, and one thing we did see consistently in that first half, we were able to really defend pretty well their passing game. Now, there was a few passes that were deflected away. Some of them forced a turnover. Some may not have. But we did a pretty good job tracking down those passes. What we haven't done a good job as you were just mentioning with those with the ball control, when we do turn the ball over, a lot of times Cartersville is going to get down that floor quickly and beat the defense down there, and they'll get points. And where we kind of get into our foul trouble a little bit is where you get a little frustrated. You kind of get in there and commit an unnecessary foul. And we didn't really see that in the Rockmart game, although we lost 3 players to fouls. Nobody's really in foul trouble yet, although I would expect someone to maybe get their 3rd foul in this.
Well, we're definitely knocking on
half.
the door, and like you said, some of those are just very unfortunate fouls that are sloppy fouls. They're lazy fouls. They're fouls that you don't need to commit. They're fouls of frustration, and not fouls of trying to make a good basketball play. But like you said, we've got some things to clean up. I think they'll talk about that during the half. But again, your halftime score here from the Doghouse, Cartersville 27, Lady Dogs 11. Coming up, the Bulldogs will take on the Cartersville Purple Hurricanes. Cartersville 8-8 on the season. Cedartown 8-7, coming off of that huge dominating win over the Rockmart Yellow Jackets here at home on Saturday. The Bulldogs are riding high and looking to continue that win streak and pick up another region win here at home. Coming up at the top of the hour, college basketball will see number 6 Kentucky travel to Athens to take on the Georgia Bulldogs. That's an SEC tip-off time. And then over on ESPN2, probably the biggest matchup in the SEC tonight, you will see the number 1 Tennessee Volunteers on the road as they travel to Florida to take on the 8th-ranked Gators. Both of those 7 o'clock tip-off times. And then you'll have number 2 Auburn at Texas, 9 o'clock tip-off time on ESPN2. Number 14 Mississippi State will go to Nashville to take on the Commodores in Vanderbilt. That's an ESPNU tip-off. And then over on the SEC network, LSU will travel to Columbia to take on the Missouri Tigers. That's a look at your college basketball and a look at your preview for the boys game, which will follow. 27-11 is your score. Lady Dogs trail. We've got about 2 minutes till the tip-off of the second half. We will take a quick break and be back with more Cedartown High School basketball here on the Big Double A.
What's the biggest myth about interscholastic performing arts? That you have to be the most talented or experienced to participate. The truth is, anyone can be a part of their school's performing arts. There are countless opportunities for students to participate, from theater, choir, and band to speech and debate. The bottom line, if you want to perform, there's a place for you.
This message presented by the NFHS and the GHSA.
Bradford's Drugstore on North Main Street in Cedartown is your locally owned and operated Good Neighbor Pharmacy. Bradford's accepts most prescription plans, and remember Bradford's for all of your gift and decor needs. Bradford's pharmacist takes time to get to know you, explain your medication, and answer any questions that you may have. Go by and see Bill Brewster and all the fine folks at Bradford's the next time you need a prescription filled. Also use their convenient drive-thru. Bradford's Drugstore, 500 North Main Street, Cedartown, 770-748-3100. And all the folks at Bradford say, go Dawgs.
Rocky and Patty Tillery, two Cedartown High School graduates, and they stayed right here in the county and went into business. They employ right at 100 people, and they've been doing that for a long time. Most of their work is from out of the county, but they want to push our youngsters here no matter what they're doing, Little League, Pony League, high school baseball, basketball, football, and soccer. And that's Polk County Public Service. They appreciate serving you.
Live Wire Surplus. Stop in today at 546 North Main Street. New items are arriving all the time. At Live Wire, they have unbelievable deals on lawnmowers, weed eaters, and leaf blowers. But that's not all. How about your patio? Live Wire has top-of-the-line grills, patio tables and chairs, fire pits, and so much more. All fresh off the truck, brand new, still packaged, and price to sell. Live Wire Surplus, 678-861-5021. Take your truck. You're going to need it to load up on the savings.
Let's get back to the Cedartown Bulldogs right here on the Big Double A.
We're back here. Cartersville will have possession as we start the second half of play. Looking for hopefully a good defensive stand for the Lady Bulldogs and a quick score. We'll see what happens as Cartersville will have it to start.
A good defensive stand, a quick score, and some clean basketball from the Lady Dogs. That's what we need in this second half.
Sounds like a plan for me.
McCurry with it, top of the key, left side. Now they'll go outside to Pace. Pace is going to drive the paint to kick out. A three on the way. That one's well off its mark, but Pace with the rebound. And then a steal there by Barclay. Barclay gives it up to Boozer. Boozer's going to drive the paint. In and out, no good. Rebound, Anna Kate Bussey out of bounds. Last touch by Cartersville. It'll stay Cedartown basketball.
Well, we
got the stop.
We got the stop.
We almost had the quick basket. So we were close.
Now we need a clean inbounds pass.
We get it in. Barclay's three was well short. Rebound taken by Cartersville. Pace, left side, McCurry, and she is fouled again.
That's a terrible foul.
A sloppy foul there by Asia Ware, and the basket is good. And look, Asia's already walking to the bench. She knows she's coming out.
That's going to be number 3 on her.
That's number 4.
Number 4.
Number 4 on Asia. 20. I've got 29.
I've got 29 as well.
Okay. Free throw attempt is up. It's good. I've got 30-11 now. They've got 29-11. The inbounds will go to Camille Solomon. Now we're good. Solomon with it, trying to work through the press. We get it to Boozer. Boozer trying to get it around Arnold. KK Arnold sticking with Kinsley Boozer as the Lady Dogs push it into the front court. And again, we get called for the travel.
Yep, she did. She picked up her pivot foot. Can't do that. But like we said, she had her back to the midcourt stripe, and Cartersville's forced a lot of turnovers there today.
McCurry off the inbounds will bring it into the front court across the timeline for Cartersville. Top of the key, left side. It'll be number 12, Camper with it. Camper goes to Pace. Pace with it. Trying to work around. Solomon has to get out to Camper. Camper to Arnold. Arnold near side wing. Now she's going to work to her right. McCurry, they tried to get it to her. It was knocked away by Boozer, but Arnold was there to clean it back up. The handoff will go to McCurry. McCurry goes back to Arnold. Arnold near side wing, now to the corner. They're going to go to Camper. Camper's going to drive, and she is going to be forced out of bounds, and it'll be Cedartown basketball. Another good defensive stand down low for the Lady Dogs, and it looks like Mariah Westmoreland is going to check in.
Yeah, she tried to skate that line there and couldn't do it.
Westmoreland comes in for Todd. Bussey checks it into Solomon. Solomon to Boozer. Boozer trying to work around Arnold. She's going to bring it up near side. Now reverse and go back to the middle of the floor. Reverse again near side. Picked up her dribble. Needs help. Grabs it, and she got fouled hard. And a little bit of a late call there by the official. Boozer was frustrated until she heard the whistle.
Yeah, they got Arnold there on the foul. That'll be the first on Cartersville in this second half.
The inbounds will come from Bussey. Looking for somebody. Got to go, and she did not get it in. Tried to go to Boozer with it, but not in time.
The whistle was called as the ball was leaving her fingertips, but like we said, just chance that inbounds pass. You're going to turn it over if you don't.
McCurry, top of the key, right side, back to McCurry. She's going to bring it down, try to drive, has to kick out to Arnold. The three on the way, good. 33-11. Inbounds goes to Barclay. Barclay to Bussey. And Bussey called for the travel, yep. Bussey was not expecting that one to come from Barclay, so when she got it, she almost kind of carried it for a couple of steps before she was able to put it on the floor.
Haven and Anna Kate kind of sharing a little bit of a laugh on that pass right there. They're both very good friends outside of the basketball court.
Arnold with it from the near side corner, going to work right side to McCurry. McCurry back to Arnold. Arnold going to go to the corner. Camper underneath. Shelton with it, good knocked block. Away. Arnold with it, back outside. A three on the way from Cartersville, good.
And suddenly Cartersville's hitting these threes, and now we have time called by Cartersville. They lead 36-11. We'll return after this here on the Big Double A.
Cedar Valley Golf Course has been the place to play golf in Cedartown and Polk County for 100 years. Locally owned and operated since 1924, Cedar Valley Golf Course offers 18 holes of some of the most beautiful fairways and greens in the area. Cedar Valley Golf Course is a proud supporter of the Cedartown High School Bulldogs and the greater Cedartown and Polk County region. Call today for tee time, 770-748-9671. Located just south of Cedartown at 1811 Buckhannon Highway. Cedartown's original golf course celebrating 100 years. Cedar Valley Golf Course.
Let's get back to the Cedartown Bulldogs right here on the Big Double A.
36-11, Cedartown trails the Cartersville Lady Canes here on the Cedartown Bulldogs Sports Network. Sam Branch, Andrew Carter with you here. Out of the 60-second timeout. Lady Dogs will have the inbounds pass on the left side.
Barclay with it, will inbound it from the far baseline. Cartersville back in a full court press. And that one is knocked away by KK Arnold. And so Cedartown will get another chance at it.
And we just barely got it in time.
We get it into Westmoreland. Westmoreland's going to bring it down the floor, trying to work around McCurry, near side. Gets it into the front court, loses the handle, picks it back up. She needs help now. Now we go to Bussey with it. Bussey, the handoff to Barclay. Barclay from the Bulldog logo. Trying to look to Solomon. She's got to go left side now. She'll give it up to Westmoreland. Westmoreland now is going to come to Solomon. Solomon with it. Working near side. Now they go to Barclay. Barclay a three on the way. Good. 36-14, our first one from beyond the arc, Andrew Carter.
It sure was, and it was a beauty.
McCurry with it, top of the key, left side, Arnold. Arnold with it, now to go to the right side. Now they'll come back into the corner. McCurry, a three on the way. Cartersville will answer. 39-14. Cedartown will trigger. Barclay with it, got to get it in. And we are not going to get it in once again. And listen, if we learned anything from when we played this Cartersville team last year, if you remember, we had to go up to their place and play them. Of course, that was a non-region contest. But this head coach does not let off the gas.
Nope.
Arnold, right side, pace, McCurry. McCurry a three. Off the front of the iron, no good. Rebound taken by Barclay. Haven's going to push it up the floor. Runs into Arnold. Able to get around that traffic. The handoff tries to go to Bussey. They get it right back, though, and we go to Boozer. Boozer drives baseline, the floater, no good, in and out. Nothing rolling the direction in the Lady Dogs tonight. Rebound, Cartersville, right side. Underneath, McCurry. Oh! And they'll call a jump ball as McCurry went to the hardwoods with a thump. And Cartersville will sub in a fresh five.
That was a great takeaway there by Barclay, although they did call the jump. And, yeah, I can see why, because there were two sets of hands on the ball at the same time. But a great job there to force the jump and the turnover.
So Cedartown will check it in. Far baseline. Barclay goes to Solomon. Solomon going to try to bring it up the front court. Gives it back to Barclay. Barclay far side. Now into the corner. They go to Bussey. Bussey with it. Looking for some help. Loses the handle on it. Knocked away by Cartersville, and it's number 24, Williams, on the steal, and the basket is good. 41-14. Listen, you know you are deep when your second line is just as good as your front line. Inbounds will go to Boozer. Boozer trying to bring it into the front court for the Lady Dogs. Kinsley with a 360 spin into the front court goes to Bussey. Bussey tries to feed to Solomon, a turnover. Cartersville with it. They'll go ahead to number 2, Cothran. Cothran all by herself, high off the glass and good. Timeout on the floor. We'll take it with them. 43-14. Cartersville opening up. We'll be back after this break here on the Big Double A.
Attention high school sports fans, are you an armchair official? You know, the parent or fan who constantly yells at the referees and loves to let everyone know just how bad you think they are. Well, if you think you could do better, then get in the game and prove it. It's time for you to suit up and make the calls where they actually count. Every sport in Georgia needs more officials. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
Let's get back to the Cedartown Bulldogs right here on the Big Double A.
I'll tell you, Sam, looking at this Lady Dogs team on the bench, they're just gassed right now.
Well, they're gassed and they're defeated and they're frustrated. And we can't get anything to go our way. Inbounds from Barclay. Tried to get it to Solomon. It was off number 2, Cothran, so Cedartown will get a second chance at it.
But again, that's okay.
Cartersville is pressing on every inbound we have because they know that they can. And right now, we're just getting outmatched. A steal off the inbounds. Cartersville quickly trying to work it down low, and they throw it away, and it'll be Cedartown basketball again. But you know Cartersville is going to press again.
Absolutely.
Boozer's going to try to get it in. Another timeout on the floor. We'll take it with them. We'll be back after this break here on the Big Double A.
Make the right play. Go to Peach State Ford in Cedartown today.
Rush to Peach State Ford in Cedartown. Peach State Ford has a championship lineup of new and pre-owned vehicles. Peach State Ford is now open in your backyard.
Peach State Ford is proud to be part of your local community. Whether you're waiting for your vehicle to get serviced, picking up a part for your vehicle, or stopping by to check out a new vehicle for yourself, Peach State Ford offers a wide range of amenities to enhance your experience. Peach State Ford in Cedartown, 2076 Rockmart Highway, 770-748-3673.
Let's get back to the Cedartown Bulldogs right here on the Big Double A.
Welcome back here to Cedartown basketball. 43-14 lead for Cartersville over Cedartown. Sam, you got a little bit of an ear in on that break, and it was pretty vocal.
Not good.
Yeah.
Not good from the Lady Dogs bench. The inbounds will come from Haven Barclay. Barclay gets it into Boozer, but Boozer is quickly double-teamed. She's got to try to dribble out of it and work out of it. She does get around it. Good hustle by Boozer. Boozer brings it, transition. They go to Charlie Todd. Pull-up jumper from Todd. Good-looking shot just off the back of the iron, no good. And that's the best offensive possession that we've had in a while. Cartersville, though, will easily score on the transition basket. And it's 45-14. Barclay again going to trigger to Boozer. Boozer will get it across the timeline into the front court. The motivation during the break work there from Coach Green. Masterfully done by him. Todd with it near side. Charlie puts it on the floor, gives it up to Ivy Spoon, who's checked into the game for the first time tonight. She's going to go to Westmoreland. Westmoreland near side wing. Westmoreland's going to try to go around her defender, has it knocked away, but she recovers. Now from the Bulldog logo between the circles. Needing help, picked up her dribble. She's got to get rid of it. She's going to feed to Barclay. Barclay off the glass, just missed an easy layup that was hampered by two Cartersville defenders, and Barclay is hurt on the opposite end. A basket, and we'll stop play. It looked like it was going to be an easy layup for Barclay there, but then all of a sudden, two Cartersville defenders just came out of nowhere, closed in the gap, and made it almost an impossible shot. But she is up, looks like maybe just a cramp. But Cartersville, in the meantime, has extended the lead out to 47-14. We've got a timeout on the floor, but we'll keep it right here. Barclay's got to come out since they stopped play for it. And now we'll give it back to Cartersville. So the injury timeout is over. And Cedartown will check it in from the far baseline. 2:43 left to play in this third period. 47-14. Todd will check it in from the far baseline. Got to get it in. They try to go to Asia Ware, and it's knocked away. And then a foul called on Charlie Todd. That's going to be her third.
Looks like Bussey's going to go back in, and Camille Solomon's going to check back in as well.
So they're going to say she was on the floor, not a shooting foul. So Asia Ware comes out and Charlie Todd comes out. Cartersville will trigger from the baseline. They'll get it into number 10, Stanley. Stanley goes to the right side. Now from the for the free throw line, left side. 3 on the way, and it's good. That one was hit by number 2, Cothran.
Well, it's hard to believe, Sam, that this is an 8-6 game at the end of the first period.
50-14 your score now. Mariah Westmoreland has a face full of a Cartersville Purple Hurricane defender. She finally got it to Solomon, and we do not get it across in time. And it's tough. It is tough on this Cedartown squad when, number 1, nothing is going right for them, and number 2, Cartersville just refuses to let off the gas.
Well, and they just subbed out 5 again, Sam, and they've got that.
Yep.
They've got a ton of people on that bench over there, and they're, like you said before, that second team is just as good as that first team.
They're
fresh legs all the time.
Their first line is as good as their second line, and we're about to see how good their third line is. Left side, a turnover. A steal there by Solomon, excuse me. I could not think of her name as Kinsley Boozer finishes at the basket. Camille Solomon with the steal.
Wrong decade.
Yep.
Wrong decade, Sam.
Over to the right side, top of the key. Left side is Cartersville, number 22, Gibson.
She got fouled hard. I think they're going to get Bussey.
We'll wait for the call.
They're going to discuss it.
Well, they're going to say, are they going to discuss to see if it was an intentional foul?
Yep. On Bussey.
Yep.
And Anna Kate picks up her third. 1:54 to play in the third period. That's 50-16. I missed one on our screen scoreboard here. 50-16.
And I heard the explanation from the official to Coach Green, and it looks like it was because of where the contact was.
It was a clothesline,
basically. Around the neck. So that's going to get you. First free throw attempt on the way is no good from Gibson. Second one on the way from Gibson. It is good. 51-16. Cartersville basketball. Well, we're going to have a 6-minute fourth period as the score is 51-16. The inbounds will go to Cartersville. It's Montgomery with it into the front court, top of the key. Now the left side, they'll give it up to Gibson. Gibson's going to go into the corner. They'll go to number 15. Now back out to the top of the key. It's number 5 with it, Montgomery. Now a 3 on the way. That one is short, and it is going to be off Cedartown. It'll be Cartersville basketball. As Cartersville keeps making subs, it's hard for me to keep up with all the names.
Yeah, there's a lot to keep up with.
Miracle Pace is going to come into the game, and Nyandy Spoon is going to come out of the game. The inbounds will go to the Hurricanes. It goes to number 11, Henderson. Henderson over to the right side to number 12. No, that's not number 12. Anyways.
Good block there by Charlie Todd, though, and now we got a foul called as Boozer was heading down low. I think they're going to get number 11 on that.
And that's Jay Henderson.
Yeah, some of those numbers aren't in order.
They're not. I'm all over the place. Plus, I'm an old man. Doing the best I can. Asia Ware is going to check back into the game for Camille Solomon.
You've been working full-time today. I've been moving full-time today. So we're both kind of running on empty right now.
We are. Charlie Todd will trigger, goes into Boozer. Boozer off the window, good.
Probably one of our best inbound passes on offense so far.
51-18 your score. Over to the right side. They feed right back underneath on the baseline. The little floater is no good, and it's a loose ball picked up by Cartersville. They go right back to number 5, Montgomery with it. Now a shot from the elbow, and that one is good from number 11, Henderson. 53-18. Kinsley Boozer across the timeline. Westmoreland with it. Westmoreland top of the key. That one's going to be knocked away. Miracle Pace is going to grab the loose ball, and she just has it taken away from her from Montgomery. Montgomery's going to try to drive the paint. The layup was no good. She had a clean path. Well, Pace had it for half a second, and then Cartersville with the steal, and Solomon is going to check back in. Charlie Todd's going to inbound from right in front of the scorer's table. Todd will get it into Boozer. Boozer's going to try to go around number 11. Henderson gets it into the front court. Gets it up to Westmoreland. Westmoreland off the wing into the corner. Todd with it now, trying to work around the defender. Has picked up her dribble and needs help, and we've got a tie up with her. She tied it up with number 0, Leonard. And this one is going to stay Cedartown basketball. No, Cartersville basketball. So Cedartown will press as Haven Barclay will check into the game for Asia Ware. Carters will check it in. Cedartown pressing. We've got them trapped, but they give it back out to Montgomery. Montgomery will work it up into the front court, and then they're going to lose it in the front court is Gibson. And that'll be Cedartown basketball.
A rare unforced turnover on Cartersville. They had a few early in the ball game, but not many since, and that's one of the first ones so far. And now we have another inadvertent buzzer.
And it'll be Solomon into the front court across the timeline. From the top of the key, trying to work the lane. Floater no good. Rebound Cartersville. It'll be number 11, Henderson. The handoff goes to Montgomery. A three from straight away. No good, and that'll do it. We'll head to the fourth period, 53-18. Cartersville leads. We'll be back after this break here on the Big AA.
Cedartown Automotive is your one-stop for all your automotive needs. For oil changes, new tires, or tire repair, brake work, tune-ups, air conditioner service, or repair, think of Cedartown Automotive. Cedartown Automotive is a longtime supporter of Cedartown High School athletics here on WGAA. Cedartown Automotive on East Avenue in Cedartown. Give them a call today at 770-749-5040 or stop by their beautiful location for fast and friendly service. And all the folks at Cedartown Automotive say, go Dawgs!
Looking for a good used vehicle? Don't go out of town. Come see the folks at Dingler Motor Company, 526 North Main Street. Bad credit, no problem. Dingler Motor Company can get you back on the road in no time with their in-house financing. Top quality pre-owned late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Stop by and check out their wide selection at 526 North Main Street across from Livewire Surplus. Call them at 770-748-0906. Search them on Facebook at Dingler Motor Co. That's Dingler Motor Company.
Let's get back to the Cedartown Bulldogs right here on the Big AA.
6 minutes, fourth period. Cedartown will have the ball to start. 53-18, the Lady Canes on top.
Todd inbounds at the Boozer. Boozer into the front court for the Lady Dogs. Over to the right side. They give it to Barclay. Barclay to Westmoreland. Westmoreland gives back to Barclay. Barclay's going to back her defender down, or at least try to. Goes back outside to Westmoreland. A three is on the way. It was just long. No good. Out of bounds. It'll be Cartersville basketball. Westmoreland hit a surprise three in Rockmart's game, and she almost had one there against Cartersville. The inbounds will go to Pace. Pace working into the front court off the baseline. The lay-in, no good. Rebound taken by Charlie Todd. Todd gives it to Solomon. Solomon's going to push it into the front court. Now they're going to go to Barclay. Barclay with it. Far side wing, three good. 23-51. McCurry with it. Off the inbound. Cedartown will press. We almost had a turnover. They put it on the floor, but Pace cleans it up. Pace right to Boozer. Boozer to Barclay. Barclay off the window. No good. No help on the backside for a rebound. Cartersville comes away with it. On the other side, the basket is good from number 12, Camper, in transition for Cartersville, and it's 55-21. Just when you think we're doing something good, we slow up and don't get a rebound that we should have had. Solomon with it now is going to drive from just inside the arc. No good. Rebound Charlie Todd. The putback, it's no good. Cartersville with the board in transition. KK Arnold with it. High off the window, and it is good. 57-21. Westmoreland goes to Boozer. Boozer pushes it on the floor. Drives a shot. No good. She was fouled, and they're going to say it was before she went into the act of shooting. And Boozer comes up hurting.
She may have a cramp.
That'll be the first foul of the period, and it's on Cartersville. And Miracle Pace is going to check into the game for Cedartown, as Cartersville will also make a couple of substitutions. You see why this Cartersville team has a perfect 5-0 region record. They are deep and good. Timeout on the floor. Let's take it with them. We'll be back after this break here on the Big Double A.
Are you ready for steel? Equipment, that is. At Croker's Hardware in Cedartown, we've got all the steel equipment. Blowers and shredder vacs, chainsaws, augers and drills, trimmers and brush cutters. We're very proud to be a retailer for the steel product line. As an independent dealer, we can provide many services that the big box chain stores just can't match. Our friendly and knowledgeable staff is always ready to help you select the equipment that meets your specific needs. So call Croker's for a steel today. That's 770-748-4842 to learn more about steel in Cedartown.
Timeout. All right. Remember, we're a team that plays together. Listen, the winning will take care of itself. We just have to get everyone involved.
In interscholastic sports, we celebrate what makes every one of us unique. And in the pursuit of a common goal, everyone in the huddle, in the bleachers, and in the community comes together. This message presented by the GHSA and the Georgia Athletic Directors Association.
Let's get back to the Cedartown Bulldogs right here on the Big Double A.
Charlie Todd with the inbounds. 5 seconds call before she let it fly. And it's Cartersville basketball. The inbound will go to McCurry. McCurry tries to give it up. Mariah Westmoreland knocked it away for a moment, and then Cartersville regained it, and they're out of bounds, and it'll be Cedartown basketball.
Right in the middle of all that, Coach Green was just explaining to the official his displeasure on how fast he's counting to 5.
The inbound will come to Solomon. Solomon's going to try to drive from the corner. The little floater good. 57-23. Pace with it in transition, and then it is thrown away. And it'll be Cedartown basketball and some more good defense there by Mariah Westmoreland. Todd will inbound. She'll get it in to Solomon. Solomon will bring it down the floor for the Lady Dogs. Across the timeline, near side Mariah Westmoreland. Westmoreland from the wing.
She got fouled right
there. She did. Nothing called. Pace picks up the loose ball, but then Westmoreland and Todd collapsed down on him. Good hustle there from the Lady Dogs, but they're able to get out of it as Cartersville. McCurry with it now. Into the front court for Cartersville, left side. It'll be number 2, Cothran. Cothran with it, working from the top of the key. Trying to work to the right side, knocked away. Asia Ware picks up the loose ball. It was knocked away by Solomon. They go back to Solomon with it in transition. The 3 is just short, out of bounds.
I don't dislike that 3-point there. She's usually pretty good from that angle right there, but it just didn't go. And like we said, shots just haven't fallen for us today.
So Cedartown will make some subs as Asia Ware comes out. Boozer has gone back in. And Cartersville will check it into McCurry. McCurry's going to go back to Stanley. Cedartown in the press. Cartersville able to pass it. Backside wide open was number 24, Atlanta Williams, and she finishes at the rim, and it's 59-23. Under 3:30 left to play. Solomon near side Westmoreland. Westmoreland with it. Going to put it on the floor, try to drive. Inside the arc. Now has to come out. Picks up her dribble. Tries to get it to Barclay. Knocked away. Off of Barclay. Cartersville basketball. It'll be number 10, Stanley, that'll handle the inbounds duties in front of the Cedartown bench. As soon as Westmoreland fixes the flat, now we're ready to go. Subs for Cartersville as well as Reese Gibson checks in. Stanley checks it into McCurry. McCurry across the timeline, top of the key. And she travels with it.
Yep.
She will be called.
About as obvious as you can get right there.
Yep. So it'll be Cedartown basketball. Charlie Todd's going to inbound it from right at the end of the Cartersville bench.
I'm telling you, looking at the way Cartersville subs out, no team we played this year has subbed as much as Cartersville has.
Barclay with it. Baseline, contact. Haven draws the contact and will head to the free throw line to shoot 2.
Dose from the stripe.
They got
0.
Number 0, Leonard. I believe that's her first. First one on the way from Barclay. Good. 59-24. Just under 3 minutes left to play, 2:57 to be exact on the clock. Second one on the way from Haven. No good, but that was knocked away by Charlie Todd, and it'll stay alive for Cedartown. Boozer with it off the baseline. The floater, it's no good. Again, Todd able to get in there and get a hand on it. And then we've got a jump ball as we tied it up. So a couple of good hustle plays there by Charlie Todd on rebound attempts to keep it alive for the Lady Dogs. And Cedartown will get the possession back.
Henderson in for Stanley for Cartersville.
Cedartown will trigger from the baseline. It'll be Todd gets it into Westmoreland. Westmoreland, from right there at the paint. The shot was short, no good, out of bounds. And it'll be Cartersville basketball. Nope, it'll be Cedartown basketball.
I don't think anybody. I think Cedartown thought it was not their ball. Cartersville thought the same thing.
Everybody except for the official thought it was Cartersville, and will take it. A shot on the way from Solomon was no good, and we got another loose ball. Barclay comes away with it, gives it to Charlie Todd. The turn, the shot from the free throw line, no good. And Cartersville comes away with this one. Far side, number 0, Leonard, gives it up to number 5, Montgomery. Left side to Henderson. Henderson's going to try to drive the lane, and she's fouled as she went in for a shot. And she'll go to the free throw line to shoot 2.
Haven Barclay will pick up the foul. Her second, only her second. Bussey and Ware they're set to check in here at the next opportunity.
First free throw attempt on the way from Henderson is no good, off the front of the iron short. We have not seen Bussey in quite some time. Bussey playing with 3 fouls. Asia Ware playing with 4.
Westmoreland and Todd come out for Cedartown.
Westmoreland going to get some much-deserved time
she has done
on the bench.
She's done a great job out there.
Second free throw attempt is up, and it is good. 60-24 is your score. Solomon will inbound to Boozer. Boozer will bring it down the floor for the Lady Dogs. Into the front court, across the timeline. Off a high ball screen from Solomon. Now it's going to work to the right side. She'll go to Bussey. Bussey off the near side wing. Looking for some help, needs some help, and she's going to go to Ware. Ware with it's going to drive the baseline. Good shot over the defender, no good. And it's going to be out of bounds. It'll be Cedartown basketball. Ware had a couple of defenders in her face, and she did a good job just to get a shot up. So Bussey will inbound from the baseline. We had a chance at Boozer. And another quick 5.
That was not 5. That was not 5.
He's been consistently quick on it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Inbounds goes to Montgomery. Under 2 minutes to play. Montgomery, left side. Henderson with it. Free throw line, outside. Gibson, back outside, top of the key. It's Henderson with it again. Almost loses the handle, now triple team. In and out of traffic, was trying to go to Gibson. Asia Ware got a hand on it. And then it's out of bounds off Cedartown. It'll be Cartersville basketball. Subs coming in and out again for Cartersville. Also for Cedartown as Haven Barclay checks out, and Cabrera will check in. The inbound goes to Henderson. Henderson, top of the key, runs into Camille Solomon and Boozer just takes it away. Gives Kinsley the steal. Left side now, Solomon. Shot was no good. Rebound taken by Cartersville. We almost have a turnover. Cartersville trying to work through it. Cabrera with the steal. Boozer with it now. Into the paint, the contact, and the basket is good. 60-26. That is the 3rd team foul on Cartersville in this period. Only 1 team foul on Cedartown.
We get Whitener, number 15, on the foul. They pretty much let him play in this period.
Boozer from the charity stripe. The and one is no good. Cartersville with the rebound. And then a double called against Cartersville, and Cedartown will get it right back.
Been lots of those tonight. Double dribbles, travels, what have you. Mostly on Cedartown, but that was on Cartersville.
Yep. Bussey checked it into Solomon. Solomon to Boozer. Boozer from the Bulldog logo, right side to Ware. Ware goes back to Boozer. Boozer in the paint, off the window, and good. The perfect play there between Boozer. Just able to finish there. You like it. Just too little, too late. 60-28. Loose ball. Bussey comes away with it. She feeds to Ware. Asia Ware's going to go ahead into the front court for the Lady Dogs. Goes to her left, now comes back right. Looking off a high ball screen, gets it set there by Cabrera. Almost loses the handle, then it's out of bounds off of Cartersville. It'll stay Cedartown basketball. Good way for Ware there to stick with the play. That keeps us possession for the Lady Dogs. The inbounds will come from Bussey. Near side. Goes into Boozer. Boozer left side now. Ware's going to step into a three. Oh, just short. Rebound taken by Cartersville. Cartersville into the front court, over to the right side. Baseline, and she ran into Anna Kate Bussey. It was number 11, Henderson. And Bussey is going to be called for the foul. So 2 shots coming for Cartersville.
Naomi Spoon will go into the ball game here.
Just under 25 seconds left. First free throw attempt on the way is up, and it is good from Henderson. And that takes the score 61-28. You have to tip your cap to this Cartersville squad tonight. They have flexed their muscle here on the road. They will move to 6-0 in region play. Second one on the way. That one is good as well. But you also, I think, have to tip it to this Lady Dog squad. There were times when they looked absolutely defeated, and sometimes we even played like we were. But Coach Green was able to inspire them to get back on it, and they stuck with it. That shot from Naomi Spoon was no good. Rebound was taken by Cartersville. Gibson with it, runs into Ware, a little contact. Shot no good, rebound, and the basket is good for Cartersville. That'll be it. Tuesday night high school hoops here on the Big AA. The Lady Dogs fall at home at the Doghouse. Cartersville 64, Cedartown 28. Let's take a 60-second break. We'll come back, wrap this one up. This is Cedartown High School basketball here on the Cedartown Bulldog Sports Network, the Big AA.
Bradford's Drug Store on North Main Street in Cedartown is your locally owned and operated Good Neighbor Pharmacy. Bradford's accepts most prescription plans, and remember Bradford's for all of your gift and decor needs. Bradford's pharmacist takes time to get to know you, explain your medication, and answer any questions that you may have. Go by and see Bill Brewster and all the fine folks at Bradford's the next time you need a prescription filled. Also use their convenient drive-thru. Bradford's Drug Store, 500 North Main Street, Cedartown, 770-748-3100. And all the folks at Bradford say, go Dogs.
Rocky and Patty Tillery, 2 Cedartown High School graduates, and they stayed right here in the county and went into business. They employ right at 100 people, and they've been doing that for a long time. Most of their work is from out of the county, but they want to push our youngsters here, no matter what they're doing, Little League, Pony League, high school baseball, basketball, football, and soccer, and that's Polk County Public Service. They appreciate serving you.
Let's get back to the Cedartown Bulldogs right here on the Big AA.
Tough night here at home for the Lady Dogs as they fall to the Cartersville Lady Canes by a final score of 64-28. Your scoring summary for Cedartown: Kinsley Boozer finishes the night with 13 points, 3 rebounds. Haven Barclay, 11 points, 3 rebounds. And Camille Solomon with 4 points and a single rebound. Your FCA player of the game tonight is Mariah Westmoreland. She showed a lot of grit and determination, getting a lot of minutes off of the bench, giving the starters a rest when they need it, and sometimes when they didn't need it, but just because we needed a new face with a new opportunity out there. And so our FCA player of the game tonight is Mariah Westmoreland. Cedartown Lady Dogs will return to action on Thursday night, a schedule change Thursday night from Southeast Whitfield as they will take on the Raiders. Tip-off 6 o'clock. Andrew Carter will have the call there for you. Stick around. The boys' game will be coming up in about 13 minutes. This is the official Cedartown Bulldog Sports Network, the Big AA.
W291 TS Cedartown. Your home for the Cedartown High School Bulldogs. AM 1340 and now 106.1 FM WGAA. The Big